Welcome back to the channel, guys. We've titled this video, Do Not Change the Thickness of Your Grips Without Watching This Video. It's a very important one if you're thinking about it. We're going to be testing today a standard grip, a mid-size grip, a jumbo grip, and even a Big Max grip. And we're going to show you what actually happens to the swing weight and can happen to the performance of when you change the thickness of your grips. Because I think a lot of people, Sam, they statically measure the hands, and quite often then go to the pro and get the right grips fit on to come to the side of the hands, but they don't consider other things.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, obviously, a lot of times you'll measure your hand size and that will dictate what grip size you need, but a lot of it's preference as well. When I'm fitting, I'll measure hand size, but if people want a thicker grip for better feel, or obviously grip pressure, if people have arthritis, some of you want a bit thicker. But yeah, like I said, you've got to look into everything. Like I said, every time I'm changing the grip when I'm fitting, I'm always checking swing weight because it's a big factor.
Yeah.
Like I said, the grip weights with these, we'll measure the weights of them in a minute, but it would definitely change quite a bit.
Let's give a little example before we get into this. You could get a senior, and we get it all the time. A lot of our senior golfers with arthritis get into these really thick grips.
Yeah.
But then the mass of the golf club, they can barely swing it.
Yeah, like I said, you increase your total mass, but then you drop the swing weight, so it's quite a weird scenario.
Yeah.
And like I said, unless you get it rebalanced, like I said, it's never going to play the same as it did with like a standard size.
So how are we going to do this video today? Are we going to actually leave the swing weights as they actually
Yeah, so all we'll do, we'll keep the head weight of the head the same,
Yeah.
so then just the grip will dictate what the swing weight changes. So we'll keep it fair, and just to show that if you change the grip, what it would do to swing weight.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is based off a Golf Pride CPX, so again, different models, even if you go standard mid-size jumbo, that'll still be maybe different weights, so bear that in mind as well. But yeah, like I said, it'll be interesting to see.
I'll talk you through how it feels to me, obviously. I mean, I generally use mid-size grips personally.
Yeah.
So I've got some anticipations of what I think might happen with a thinner grip and a thicker grip. But I think I'm going to be thinking about trying to feel the weight of the club a little bit as well, because it's nothing I've ever considered either.
Yeah.
I've done it myself, guys. I'm not, I've had standard grips on my clubs, changed to mid-size, and not give it a single thought.
Yeah.
But felt that my clubs have felt a lot different.
Yeah, and like I said, it's not so much the feeling in your hands that's made it feel different, it's the physical swing weight.
Yeah.
It definitely will drop a bit when you go thicker grips. So yeah, we'll build it up and we'll see.
I'm hoping this video is going to give you a little bit of knowledge if you are thinking of changing the thickness of your grips, and you don't make the same mistake as what I've made in the past and a lot of others have.
Yeah, like I said, if you're always unsure, just speak to your local pro or contact me, and we can always
obviously Sam's details in the description, guys. Always get in the comments as well if you've got any questions. But let's get into this. We're going to start with standard. Yeah,
we'll start with standard, and we'll just work our way up if you want. And then,
Right.
like I said, we'll weigh each grip, and then we'll check the swing weights and just see how it kind of changes. And then, like I said, we'll probably 5 shots of each.
Yeah.
And again, it also dictates dispersion a lot of it. You think swinging that's definitely not going to release as much as something that's standard like undersized in that manner. So yeah,
I think these are all the things the guys need to know at home.
100%.
Because although we know a little bit, or I know a little bit, you know a lot more. Some of the guys at home don't know anything. They just think you measure your hands and whatever the static fitting is you use, but it might not match your shape of shot. And we'll talk a bit more about that in the video.
Yeah, we'll have a look.
So I'm going to be honest, Sam, I've never actually had my hands measured and been recommended for statically for a grip.
Yeah, we'll measure them now.
But the reason for you guys at home why I'm actually using mid-size, because you've seen I hit the ball left, don't I? My bad shot's left, so I feel like a mid-size grip a little bit thicker.
Just quiets your hands a bit.
It helps me feel a bit more of a held-off release.
I'm the same. I hit it left, and I've got even more with jumbo. But it's just my preference. It takes the pressure out of your hands if you go thicker. You don't feel like you're really gripping onto it.
Yeah.
And again, that relaxes you a little bit in your swing. There's a lot of factors that go into it.
Does any guys at home, because I know a lot of golfers slice the ball, do you guys use a thinner grip?
Yeah.
I bet they do.
Could be a question. Yeah, like I said, if you went undersized, potentially it might help a little bit. Just feel like you can release your hands a bit easier.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's definitely worth a go. Even if you try on like one single club, it's it's a cheap enough thing to give a go and try. If you measure like the hand you have your glove on, so you measure from the crease in your hand to the top of your index finger. So centimetre wise, you're just over 20, and then you measure your index finger and you're just under 9.
This is something you guys can do at home, can't they? If you go on Ping's website.
Yeah, so I'm gonna I always use it. Same for like line golf chart. It's so easy to.
Ping offer a free static service on their website where you can put in, your height, wrist
Yeah,
to
and it'll
floor.
just tell you.
You'll get some basics, but as you've probably seen in some of the fitting videos we've done already with Sam, it's just a starting point, really.
Yeah, like I said, I always use it as a reference point, but then there's a lot of other factors that can change to make you like some different line or different grip size. So like I said, if we bring up the pin grip chart now, so you can see, so you were just under 20, just under 9. So yeah, you're actually saying that you're just standard, so potentially maybe like a couple of extra layers to kind of play in between standard and mid-size.
Yeah.
But again, that's just your preference. If you prefer mid-size, then it's absolutely fine. As long as you can get the balancing right with the swing weight, then I've got no issue with someone wanting to do that. So yeah, like I said, we'll get started.
I think what I'm going to have to do before we leave today as well is get you to actually just look at the swing weight of my irons, because I think that's why my irons don't feel so nice. I ordered some ping irons. I had them sent gripless because Ping didn't supply the grips that I wanted. And I fitted them in Pro Shop and didn't consider the difference it was going to do to swing weight. And the irons have just not felt great since I've had them. Yeah,
like I said, it's whether it's different model of grip to make it feel a lighter grip to bring a swing weight back to normal, or lead tape, or there could be a few different ways you could do it. But yeah, so easy enough to way to do it. I've got a air compressor. So I always use it in my fittings, and it's really good for literally just swapping a grip over straight away, and it's very, very quick as well. So we see here. So that's literally.
What's your record for changing a full
about
set of
second?
grips?
Oh, for me, I bet if you had like the tape on already and you were just blowing them on, I bet you could do a set of irons in like easily under 5 minutes.
Yeah,
it'd be like it is crazy. But like I said, for fitting purposes, like I said, if someone's wanting a different size grip, it's just dead easy to literally swap over and use it. And like I said, then just check the swing weight again, and then away you go, really. So like I said, we're going to start with standard.
Sam's based in Derbyshire, guys, so if you've been a couple of hours, it could be worth having your grips, some advice, really, if you're thinking of changing them.
Yeah, like I said, it don't take long, and again, you've just seen I've blown it on, and it's ever so quick. It doesn't take long to do. So like I said, for fitting purposes, it's brilliant. So we're going to check the swing weight first of this one as it is. And then we'll weigh it after with it some shots. I forgot to check it. Yeah, so at the moment that's coming up just under D5, so it's a little bit heavier, but like I said, bear in mind it'll go lighter the kind of thicker the grip we go, so that's fine as kind of a starting point, I'd say.
Is that standard sort of grip?
Yeah, so standard size grip, swing weight's a little bit heavy, so standard's about D2. But like I said, it's a playable swing weight, it's not something you won't be able to use, not like kind of the ping fake free when we did anything like that. That was very, very heavy. So if you hit some shots and then we'll get cracking.
Yep. So Gen 60311.
Yeah, very good. I've sold like 5 of them in 2 weeks. I'm bloody mental. Everyone that's brought one didn't come in for one. Really? But they wanted a new shaft, but they needed a different loft head. So
what's the full cost of a club?
Start from $450.
Yeah.
So a bit cheaper than like Tyler's and TaylorMade as well, and then depending on the shaft. Right, so I'm going to title this.
I'll tell you what, first impressions, I actually like the feel of this grip, this CPX.
CPX are good.
That feels really nice.
Yeah, they're decent.
Especially because if you've watched some of the previous videos I've done with Sam, when I had the driver fitting, and I came to Sam, I was saying I really want a shaft that feels nice, it don't feel too rigid. I think a grip like this could really complement that.
Yeah, like I said, it's a big thing. You have like a corded grip, they're never going to feel as soft in your hands and as comfortable. So yeah, it's definitely something to look into.
I want to really start to feel my shots more. Like I was saying when I came from my fitting with Sam, if I pick up a softer flex club, a junior club or a ladies club, I can feel shapes and do things with the club. When everything's rigid and stiff and your grips are kind of worn out, it don't feel, is there?
It don't get confidence, does it?
I might actually have this on my club if it's possible.
Yeah, have a look.
This is standard thickness. It does feel a bit thin because I've got used to mid-size now, but let's see. never ever done this test before, so
No.
I've no idea what the results are going to be.
No, like I said,
All we
I
can
think
do
main
is
thing you might see potentially like dispersion maybe change a little bit. And again, because we're changing the swing weight, I think that's going to have an impact as well.
the only thing I can feel so far is it feels loose in my hands. It feels
Yeah,
like,
because it's too thin.
yeah, almost like, I don't know. It's not secure.
Yeah.
It's just not secure. The club feels, I don't know if I should be feeling that or not, but to me, I feel like it's just not secure.
Turned up today. Oh, with it.
Yeah, it's a nice looking head. I'll give to PXG that. I bet this is not an experiment that many people do at home. Is actually trying clubs with different size grips, is it?
No, like
It's
I
a
said,
good one. It's the first time I've ever done it.
yeah, it's definitely an interesting one. And
We
like I
kind of just pick a grip without actually trying it, don't we?
said, yeah,
I suppose though, you don't get this service, and that's why
yeah,
why
I
you can't
suppose.
do that. But I'd have never put that grip on my club. This CPX, I've never tried one in my life.
Yeah, they've not been out too long, but they are very good.
Surprised how well it feels. I might have to get on Temu.
I think I've seen.
I'm only joking.
I have seen. We'll say not 100% genuine. I've seen the CPX, and yeah, in terms of like comparisons, definitely not as soft. They're a bit harder.
Don't want to rustle any feathers at Golf Pride.
Yeah, true.
I'm sure I've rustled a few already. Where
So
are
I think one more, and then we'll go to mid-size.
Ooh, that didn't feel as nice. I think I hit down on that a bit and I out face.
Got away with it.
Yeah.
But in terms of dispersion, it's pretty good. Nothing's majorly offline. So
Right,
yeah,
we've got 15 shots to go, guys. Don't go anywhere. This could start to get interesting. I'm not looking forward to Big Max grip, put it that way.
yeah, say Jumbo Max. It's
Jumbo Max.
the one we're using size small, but you can even get extra large. But it's like it's absolutely mahoosive. It's like
Yeah.
I said, that's for size
What's
small.
Bryson using?
He uses XL.
Does he?
So he uses the biggest one. Yeah.
Is he the only player on tour using them?
Yeah, I've not seen another like PJ player kind of use Jumbo Max. I've tried it myself.
Yeah.
I had some on my wedges before, but
On your wedges?
yeah, reason being because we're talking about release.
Yeah.
I felt like it took my wrist out of it.
Yeah.
Because obviously it was so much thicker that I felt like you couldn't kind of break your wrist down and kind of get steep. And I just felt like I just could rotate, and it did work. But then when you're then adapting from your wedges to then
Yeah.
the rest of your clubs, it was a bit awkward.
Can tell you've had some spare time on your hands, Sam.
Yeah, well, I've had to say at least I've got the space to kind of compare.
What a
definitely.
golf scientist gets up to in his free time with all this gear and all these grips.
I'd say it's just trying to optimise best I can really. Right, so yeah, let's get this all good to go. Right.
So we've gone mid-size.
Yeah, so next one's a mid-size, so we'll go up again. Again, just roll this off.
It could be quite a long video this today, but I think it's really important to share, as much of this content as we can.
Yeah, like I said,
In terms of just simple stuff like the weight and what happens to swing weight, it's just so important.
yeah, like I said, again, you might see other people kind of talk about grip size, but like I said, they won't go into the depth in terms of how it changes with swing weight, changes with release, stuff like that, really. So that's what we're kind of hoping today to see. And like I said, if it does change them, it might not change anything, but in theory, it should definitely have a bit of an impact. So yeah, let's.
Well, I'm swinging decent today, so I think we should get some decent results.
Yeah, so they were pretty decent. So again, yeah, let me.
Robinson, watch out.
So I'm going to weigh it again. What was the one before? So yeah, just checking. So standard before was 52, 53. Okay, so mid-size. That's right.
Ooh, God,
It's a lot.
surprising.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, you think then you go to jumbo as well. So it's gone to 68 now. So
That's a lot.
15 gram.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm not sure what the exact specs on Golf Pride is, but again, because all grip weights could be varying slightly. Yeah, that might be a light one, that might be a heavy one. We don't know. So
be some sort of like.
But yeah, it's about 15 gram, which is a lot. And like I said, it's you think then
Tolerances.
all of a sudden you're sticking that on your club. It's definitely not going to be playing the same.
I'll tell you what. That's.
It's interesting. So again, we check now. So yeah, before it was just under D5. So yeah, let's bring it. So look at it change. Yeah, it's gone to just over D2, so it's moved just over 2.5 swing points, which is loads. You know, you definitely feel it.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's only gone to mid-size. You then go to jumbo, even heavier. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if you can feel the change.
That feels a bit better thickness to me. I mean, that feels.
Yeah, so it'll be a bit different. Obviously, better thickness for you in terms of a grip size, but then obviously the head should feel a little bit lighter. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, just see how it kind of affects performance, really.
Yeah, I don't like the feel of the club as much. I'm not going to lie. Feels a bit. Should it feel stiffer or?
Potentially, because you've got more mass underneath your hands. In theory, it might feel a bit firmer under your hands, and then because you've gone lighter, maybe make the club feel a bit softer. You'd feel much different so far.
I certainly feel like I've got secure grip now.
Yeah.
Which is a nice feeling to have.
But like I said, it shows now that I bet you don't prefer the feel of the head as much.
I don't prefer the feel of the club.
And that's why it's so important to rebalance
is this swing weight then? Is this still in a normal kind of swing
weight?
Yeah,
this is literally normal. So yeah, what was it? D2? Yeah, so D2 is industry standard.
And what's my swing weight? Because you've just built me a club, haven't you?
D7.
And what were the swing weight with the fin grip?
D5. So that was definitely closer.
So that's why I'm starting to.
This is why you're not liking it. Yeah.
It just don't feel nice.
But it just shows how important it is to get your head then reweighted.
It don't feel as smooth when I'm swinging it, guys. You know, it just don't feel as smooth. It feels like the head's just not timing. I'm not timing it as well. So. Look,
But thing is, so it's quite a weird scenario. So basically, you've gone thicker grip, which in theory should stop you releasing it, but then going lighter makes you release it more. So they kind of counteract each other, but obviously the lighter swing weight is kind of winning in terms of release.
So the guys at home have gone to a thicker grip to get rid of the fade.
And they're in it left.
And they're in it further left.
Yeah, because of the swing weight, it's gone lighter. And then you could
I'm
argue...
not laughing at you guys, I'm laughing with you because I've done the same.
But you could argue, you could have another video where you change the grips, but then you then reweight it to then you're comparing just grip size and not swing weight.
Yeah.
But obviously today we're doing it where we're keeping the head weight the same, but then adjusting the grips to see how...
I think the important thing is we do it like you guys would do it. And
Yeah,
like I've done
this
it
is
in
more
the
of a normal kind of comparison where the other one would be a bit more in depth, which like a fitter would do.
Everything's definitely more left. So swing weight's winning.
Again, it'd be interesting when you go to jumbo because in theory the swing weight's even lighter, but then your grip's thicker.
Winning.
Yeah, it's hard to say how it kind of balances out because they do counteract each other.
What are we on now? So one more.
Fourth, so one more. But yeah, obviously dispersion's got a lot worse. But yeah, it's all, that was probably straightest one you've done, but again, distance-wise, maybe it's a bit shorter.
I feel like I'm just not swinging it like I do.
Yeah.
And that's...
Like I said, I think a lot of that is just for swing weight.
Comfort of the weight of the club.
Exactly. So like I said, if we go to jumbo now, be interesting to see how it does compare.
I think what it shows is the importance of swing weight.
Yeah.
And that's probably why with my irons, Sam, I'm not enjoying them because although the grips I'm more comfortable with mid-size, but the swing weights are probably being thrown off.
Yeah. Well, let's check it now, aren't we? Because we've been mentioning, haven't we? So if I do your 7-iron, for example, so what have you got? You've got mid-size LS 6.5 shafts. Let's see what it's saying.
Do you know what they should be?
Check ping specs, but again, it'd be D2, D3, but these are light.
Because of the grip.
But it's weird because, again, you've got very heavy shaft, 125 gram, but with a light swing weight. God, Leah, look at your swing weight. No wonder you're struggling.
I'm so glad you've said that.
Nothing's...
Oh, there's something weighing it.
Oh, no, it's still light, yeah. Yeah, it's a D1.5, but like I said, bear in mind your driver was D7, I've just fitted you for. That's way lighter.
So how would I get them nearer to D7?
You'd have to either go lighter grips to offset the swing weight that's dropped.
Yeah.
You can't really go any heavier shafts because they're already heavy, 125 gram. But anything you can do, you can get aftermarket weights from Ping, so you'd have to see what that's weighing in there, similar to what you would with a driver, and get that to a heavier weight.
If I spoke to Ping and sent them back, they might replace them to balance
Potentially, They might say, like, I've put these grips on, the weight's thrown out, can you rebalance them? If not, I have seen that you can get like aftermarket weights for them. But yeah, like I said, it depends what the physical weight is in there at the moment.
What I'll do is I'll get onto Ping tomorrow and I'll stick up on screen now what happened with the conversation.
Yeah, hopefully we'll send them back or send you some weights or something. But it's compared to like what I fitted you for driver, it's a big change. And like I said, there's now a reason why you're maybe not hitting the irons as well as you thought.
I've certainly noticed it. I picked people. I had the fitting with standard grips. And hit them lovely. Put my own grips on them, felt horrendous.
Well, that's exactly what we've just seen there, isn't it? You've gone to standard, even though the grip's thinner, it's a better swing weight. You then go to a grip you prefer, but then the swing weight drops, and you just don't like the feel of it. So yeah, it's definitely a one to speak to Ping to, I'd say. So let's go jumbo now. I'll take that's C9.5.
C9.5.
So again, that's a very similar swing weight to what I'd normally use, but I use jumbo grip, so it kind of makes sense in terms of it's like a standard setup, and then as soon as you put the grip on, it's that swing weight. But it's again.
Who would that swing weight kind of suit then?
Normally, when you go kind of in the C's, it's more for like a senior golfer, or like a lady golfer. Like I said, I'm quite unique that I prefer it kind of C9 range, but. It's just someone that feels that you don't want to feel too heavy in your hands, really. But again, you'd normally achieve that by going like a 40-gram shaft or something with a standard size grip. So we're kind of tricking the scale a bit by having like a 60-gram shaft and heavy grip to compensate. So it's a bit different spec. But it'd be interesting to see what the performance is like.
Let's go.
So this might feel quite weird in your hands, I think.
Yeah, it does. This feels like it still feels very secure.
But you just not feel the head as much.
Certainly feeling the weight. I'm definitely feeling the weight at the top now. Where you said in the mid-size I might feel the weight at the top, I couldn't really say what I felt, but I can certainly feel now this is outweighing the head. That were interesting.
So that's what I was saying earlier, where kind of before, I think the lighter swing weight kind of won over your mid-sized grip, but now you've gone jumbo. It's kind of balanced out. So you've gone like thicker grip, lighter swing weight, but you've kind of just got a good balance in a way due to the thickness of the grip.
When I said it felt interesting, that's the first one that felt like I couldn't hit it left.
Oh, okay.
I feel as though because I've been trying to hold off my release with the other ones, but it still felt as though it's closed, whereas that one felt like it actually stayed.
You can just get you a bit squarer for longer.
I'm almost feeling that that's open now, though. It's gone I'm only trying to hit it the same. Have I brought the tee?
You have, yeah.
Have you got any spares?
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's all right.
I've brought the tee, guys. I'm only trying. I'm not trying sort of like. I'm just trying to. Well, I'm just trying to swing the same.
Right.
Funnily enough, I actually like the feel of this grip.
Yeah, it's a bit. Definitely performance-wise better than the mid-size. Definitely a bit straighter.
My pressure's less. I'm not putting as much pressure in my hands.
Yeah.
I feel as though like, I'm a lot lighter, and it's just secure. But I've never thought of trying a jumbo. I'm not gonna lie.
That's why I like it. It just takes the pressure out of your hands, and you just feel like you can't go left.
Because I've, obviously with standard, I was scared of going more than like one above recommended.
Yeah.
But actually, having tried it, I'm starting to think statically measuring your hands is pointless. You've got to try it.
I don't look into it too much. For me, it's just preference, really.
Maybe for a new golfer who's not got a ball flight.
Yeah, so new golf, I normally go based off static fit. Same for like your lie angle as well. But yeah, and when you get better golfers, just preference.
Tell you what.
But now you're getting that.
But I'm aiming like how I would, obviously I counted for that. I'd love to have a fade.
So you think now, if you then all of a sudden get the swing weight you want with a jumbo, it's just going to get the performance better.
Yeah, maybe it wouldn't fade as much if it was more my swing weight, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. I think, like I say, in theory, it should go more left because it's the lighter swing weight, but I think the grip's now kind of outweighing the swing weight in terms of the path and the ball flight.
I can feel that though. I can certainly feel that in my hands that it's not. I'm holding it off basically.
Yeah.
I'm holding the release off more. Unwillingly, it's just what's happening.
So it's not too bad either.
I'd say if I were talking from a feel perspective, I've preferred the feel of that, and for what I'm trying to do and cut that left shot out. Yeah, that's what feels the nicest so far.
Yeah, like I said, it's just them making sure that everything gets balanced to compensate the heavy grip and the thicker grip.
I know this is going to be an extra long video, but it'd be interesting. Let's try the big. Do we need to try the bigger one?
What, the Jumbo Max?
Yeah.
It's a bit different as well. So with that one, it's an ultralight, so it's designed to not affect the swing weight. So
let's do it, because what I was interested in doing is what would this grip be like in my swing weight?
Yeah, we can try it after.
I think that'd be important.
I think we do the Jumbo Max, and then we'll go back to that and see the difference in data.
Guys, stay around for this. It's going to be worth it when we come to conclude.
But yeah, so the Jumbo Max is a bit different, where, like I said, if you look at the weight now, it's the ultralight. So the original Jumbo Max series haven't made them originally like really heavy, so that would have really thrown off the swing weight. Then they brought out the ultralight, and they've definitely been the most popular because it just didn't affect the swing weight a lot. So if you look there, it's the exact same weight as a standard size, and literally to the ground, which is good.
Wow.
So
that's something you could have fitted in a pro shop and not affect your club.
Exactly, yeah. So that's why Jumbo Max are good. So you can get that thicker grip without affecting the swing weight. But it's only Jumbo Max I know of. Win are quite good as well, but I think Jumbo Max are better in terms of, like I said, not affecting the weighting at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, if we put it on now, so even though it's a size small, it's definitely a bit thicker than the Jumbo. But yeah, like I said, it'd just be interesting to see now if you go normal, it'd be a bit more realistic swing weight, but with a thicker grip.
This could be more the swing weight that I'm used to then.
Yeah,
it should. Is it D5?
Yeah, it'll be around. So your best that we've tried is D7. I think it'll be around D5, so it's not far off. But like I said, we can go back to the CPX and see how it kind of works when we get it to D7. So yeah, let's get this off and we'll check. Oh yeah. So the only problem with this, in terms of measuring swing weight, it's quite awkward because the butt of the grip's quite thick, so it doesn't really sit right in terms of the scale. We know it's the same weight as the standard size, so we know it's going to be about just under D5.
It should be D5, shouldn't it?
Yeah, I'll check it just to see, but I don't think this will read 100% correct. I hope it does, but I don't think it will. Yeah, so it's reading a little bit. I think because it can't get to the right at the end, it's just sticking out, so it's making it feel like it's kind of longer than it's actually playing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it will be around D5 mark, but it's just hard to measure it 100%. But yeah, like I said, it'd be interesting for you to see this because you're now getting a bit more realistic swing weight, but with a even thicker grip. That lined up right, yeah.
Is it ready to go?
Should be, yeah, I believe so. Oh, let me just, that's on a jumbo.
You can actually see with that follow through it. I'm not going to do that, but that's the feeling I'm getting. It's like,
yeah, it's
I'm doing that, Sam. Like,
yeah, I know what you mean.
it's
Like holding
not-
it off.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
stop it.
it's
Go left.
like I say, it's not for everyone. I've tried it on everything. I've tried it on driver, irons, wedges, and it was only wedges I did like the feel of it. Where driver, I really struggled with it.
Yeah.
Because I just felt like I really couldn't release it.
Oh, that's a step too far. That's a step too far. In thickness.
Yeah. But bear in mind, it's only size small. You can go medium, large, and extra large.
I'd have to change my swing to adapt, and that's not what we're doing today, is it?
Well, you shouldn't be doing that anyway,
obviously,
for the sake of a grip.
what I can do, I could start to try and swing more left, couldn't I? And
yeah, but
and
what's
manipulate
the
it.
point?
But that's not what we're here for.
We shouldn't be doing that anyway for the sake of a grip, in
no.
theory.
I can't release it.
You imagine the XL.
We're not. This is definitely not to disparage anyone buying Big Max grips. This is all personal towards me, and obviously there's people
like I
who
said,
buy these and they do a great job. For
I've had a few mates of mine. They're just absolutely. I'm playing with a guy later, and he's got Jumbo Max on everything, and I fitted him for it, and he absolutely loves it. But like I said, it's not for everyone. It depends on your release, really.
The grip's definitely winning.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the Jumbo kind of balanced out a bit, but now the grip's definitely winning, and you can't release it.
I can't even feel like I can get this hand sat right. Oh God.
Making you get a bit yippy.
Pros get a bit yippy, don't they? When I can't get the hand sat on right, so I'm scared of taking it away. I feel like I'm coming more over than ever. I always fight that anyway, but I can't take
Got pull trigger. Not one bad. But that's the thing, you feel like you want to get your right hand over, but then that's weaker anyway, so you make it go more right. So it's a bit, I know what you mean. But yeah, that's the feeling I had when I tried it. It was too much. It was, not bad on wedges.
It's overpowering. I'm more concentrated on trying to hold the club than swinging it.
Yeah, which isn't ideal.
Get in the comments, guys, if you've tried Big Max grips and how are you getting on with them?
Jumbo Max.
Jumbo Max, I keep saying Big Max. It's because I've got that Big Max bag in here. Big Max will be loving it. I'll tell you what, it's been most consistent because I can't do anything else.
Yeah, it's just consistently right. But you can see performance is just...
I want to try to hit one left, but I suppose it's manipulating then, isn't it? And
we need to try and keep it fair. I think it's 4. I think you got one more.
One more. That was good. That was my best one.
Well, I bet psychologically you felt like you had to give it a bit to the left to kind of get it performing. Hey, it's gone furthest out of anything though.
I think with that one, I kind of just, I don't know.
Feel like you had to do that to get it square. And again, but that's where you're feeling like you got to manipulate it to hit it straight, which is definitely not what you don't want to do.
It's definitely not the one I like the feel of, guys. You know, obviously, you've got to like the feel of it, haven't you?
Yeah.
The CPX,
100%.
Jumbo were the one I actually really like the feel
Yeah,
of.
so I mean, if we get that back on, I mean, I'll get it balanced in terms of swing weight, so it's D7. And just be interesting to see the performance, really, if it does get a little bit tighter dispersion or better ball speed, stuff like that. So, we'll see. Yeah, so PXG do 2.5 gram increments, so the closest I can get it without being too heavy, I've got D6.5, which is very close. Otherwise, I think it went up to D8, so it was a bit much. So yeah, we'll go D6.5, that's going to be the best option, I'd say. But yeah, I've had to add, I think, I think it was 10 gram I've added to
Yeah.
kind of get it up to normal. But a lot of times, well, you add more weight into the head, that can help with ball speed as well. So it'd be interesting to see if the ball speed changes compared to the jumbo before. So yeah, see how it goes. Good start for it.
Wrap it up.
That was a good shot.
That's the line that I want. I want to aim like, you know, a fraction left and...
Well, that's what we got it to in the end, didn't we?
Yeah.
With the fit.
I'll take that.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
It's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to sort of aim a little bit left and not miss it left. You know, aim
and again,
left
obviously, in a real course situation, it's easier to kind of play for it. So you can aim left on a simulator. It's a bit more awkward to do.
It certainly feels nice in terms of grip thickness, and the weight feels familiar. You know, I'm not feeling like the weight of the club's outpowering. You know, it's like a balance. Basically.
Yeah, that's all it is with swing weight. It's getting the right balance for you.
I'm getting that feeling I had in my fitting now. If you've watched the fitting video, guys, what I was saying to Sam is I'm not somebody who waggles my golf club. But when you get the weight right in a club, you start to, I don't know, we're feeling
you
like...
get a bit giddy.
Loose, yeah, we're getting giddy like a dog with a waggly tail. And that's what I'm getting now. I'm getting that little bit of a confidence to just let the club do the work. This is getting it. You don't get the confidence like that unless your swing weight's right.
Yeah, exactly. Because again, that's not really that far offline, especially compared to what you were doing earlier. There's one more after that. But yeah, like straight away now, you've got the right balance of a grip size you prefer, plus the swing weight if it works for you, and all of a sudden your dispersion and distance.
It's exactly the same as fitting, you know, where you just feel like you can give it that more because you're confident with what you're holding.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, like I said, dispersion-wise, really good. Nothing offline, majorly.
It's hard for you to get a feeling, guys, because it's me holding the club. But I'm going to have this. I'm going to have to have this grip on my club. You've built me my club with the grips that I've got in the rest of my set.
Yeah.
Which is a mid-size.
But I can go jumbo if you want.
Now I've tried it, I can't leave without this grip.
Yeah, they are nice grips to be fair.
I'm sorry, Sam.
That's alright.
I'll pay you any sort of extra charges, but I'm going to have this grip. And will that change the weights in the head?
Yeah, so again, obviously swing weight's going to change. So fair, it's not a bad thing because I've not re-weighted it because we've had a slightly different model of grip since the fit.
Yeah.
I'd have needed to re-weight it anyway. So in a minute it's coming up D8 before I've done any changes. So like I said, you would only need to do a slight change in terms of the weight. But again, because you've got two weight ports with a head, it's easy enough to do that. So yeah, we can get it kind of D7 swing weight
guys
and the jumbo grip.
Would have ripped me for that anyway, wouldn't they? You know, colours. So at least with this grey one, you might not give me as much sticks. It should match this bit.
But no, it's fine. Like I said, it's if you want to swap it, mate.
Can you do them logo down as well?
Yeah, you can do a logo down.
Yeah.
Even better.
Shall we have a look at these results?
Yeah, let's have a look at the results. It'll be interesting to see now. Yeah, so like I said, we've kept the 4 in for now, so we'll look at the jumbo with the correct swing weight in a minute. But yeah, so it's interesting to see, like I said, in terms of the data. So standards actually won it in terms of distance. Probably best numbers potentially in terms of launch and spin, but actually the slowest ball speed.
I'll tell you what I felt with the standard, didn't I? You probably remember me saying this. I felt it was loose in my hands.
Yeah, so that
I
potentially
think probably helped me get more speed.
Yeah, so it's. I think like launch and spin's the best, which is why it's kind of creative a distance. But I think maybe because you felt like you couldn't grip it 100%, your speed might be a little bit affected. But yeah, like I said, it's in terms of dispersion, you know, very different. You know, mid-side was very left because I felt like the lighter swing weight kind of outweighed the thickness of the grip, and then you went to jumbo, felt like it was quite balanced.
Yeah.
And then also jumbo max was too much, and then you just start blocking it, even though the swing weight was right. So very different numbers. Like I said, obviously spin rates have changed, launches changed quite a lot. You know, you wouldn't say all them 4 numbers, you would never say they're the same club.
Yeah.
You know, and all we've done is change the grip.
Yeah.
Like I said, look at the side angles. The side angle was kind of a started line.
Yeah.
We've gone from 4.7 degrees left to 0.5 right. So
Yeah.
you've had a 5.2 degree variance just from changing the grip, which
Yeah.
is massive. And again, yeah, the distance vary a bit. So Jumbo Max was shortest, and again because you were blocking it, probably a bit higher launch, higher spin.
Yeah.
But between the other 3, not a huge difference in distance, but definitely in terms of the data, in terms of launch and spin and dispersion.
I'll tell you what I want to look at. I want to look at mid-size with the wrong swing weight versus mid-size at the end when we. Oh no, sorry, it was Jumbo. Wasn't it? It
So
was
yeah,
Jumbo.
Jumbo. So I say we can check that now.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great to look at them.
So
numbers.
now if we go.
Because I wouldn't have had my club swing weighted unless it were for you, Sam. So I'd have just put Jumbo grips on.
Yeah, so
and I want to see what Jumbo grips would be like if I'd have come to you to have them done.
Well, that speaks for itself, doesn't it?
Wow.
13 yards. So yeah, basically, ball speed's no difference. But all it is the launch and spin's completely changed. That's basically the swing weight. Because we got the swing weight right, all of a sudden your launch and spin's got optimised. A little bit straighter. Dispersion's quite similar, but like I said, it's just carry, carrying
if
total.
you're wondering, guys, why we've, this swing weight here, the heavier swing weight is what I was fitted for, which took you 2 hours to determine that was the swing weight I needed. So, by getting a wrong swing weight with that Jumbo on, I can't believe the difference in numbers.
Yeah.
And how much swing weight makes a difference.
Yeah, so like I said, that Jumbo was, what was it? It was C9.5 compared to D6.5. So it's 7 points, which is a lot.
Yeah.
It's a big change. And it just shows you, like, so obviously Jumbo, that's, if someone just came into a pro shop, so can I have this grip on?
Yeah.
That's the data you'd have.
Yeah.
But then, like I said, if you then start to go more in depth and then get it re-weighted again, it just shows you can lose like a lot of yardage, or obviously then gain yardage if you get it fitted again correctly. So yeah, it's a big
I can't wait to get on the
difference.
phone to Ping tomorrow.
Yeah, I'd definitely contact him and just say, like, look, I want to get a required swing weight. I've had thicker grips. It's made the swing weight drop. Is there anything you can do?
Yeah.
I'm hoping we'll be able to do something. If not, we can work something.
Well, I think that's safe to say, Sam, that it's very important when you're changing grips
Yeah,
not to
100%.
overlook, the difference in weight of clubs. And if you've been fitted for your irons, and like I were, and then you go and stick some different grips on, how much it's going to throw the swing weight out and potentially like waste all the investment and time spent on fitting.
That's the thing. Like, see, you pay all this money for new grips, and it just might make your golf worse.
Yeah.
Until you get it re-weighted again. Like I said, if you saw, between the Jumbo and the heavy weight, where we got it to normal swing weight, a huge difference. And like I said, it's just having the knowledge to know what you need to get it back to, really. But it's again, do research. It's easy enough to see what you need to change to get it back to a normal kind of feeling club.
Well, I've played golf over 20 years, Sam, and I would say there's only one club in my bag that I've got correctly fitted now, and it's probably my driver.
Yeah.
After you put the grip on and you swing weighted it for me. So what I'll be doing is making sure that the rest of my gear is up to scratch, whether it means that I've got to buy new clubs or hopefully Ping can sort these weights out.
Yeah, like I said, they should do different weights because again, they'll have a set swing weight from depending on shaft as well. So like their stock shafts could range from 125 gram to 95 gram or something. So all they'll do is put a different weight to the head to get it to a certain swing weight. So I don't see why they won't be able to do something.
But before I come to do these videos with you, I didn't know the importance of swing weight. It's something that's been so overlooked in all my golfing.
It's definitely something now which a lot of people don't go into.
About basically, and I've seen now for my own eyes like the difference it makes and the difference I feel with the right swing weight. I mean, I was purring with them last shots with PXG driver. I never had that feeling. When you get that swing weight right, it's different. And I don't even class myself as a great golfer, but I feel like I'm getting the most out of my golf with that club.
That's what you want at the end of the day. You get the most out of your game. Whether it's getting the swing weight right, whether it's the right shaft, it'd be a number of factors. But yeah, it's a huge thing to consider.
I can't wait to get all my bags sorted out. But yeah, I hope you've took something away from that video, guys. And I appreciate you for your time, Sam.
Yeah, no problem. Like I said,
videos down here
it's good for me to see as well. It's not like I've been able to Obviously, I've got the facilities to do his testing, but it's not something I've kind of really looked into much until we've been partnering up. So it's very good.
Yeah, I hope you're enjoying the videos, guys. Make sure you go and check Sam out. I'll put his details in the description. You know, obviously you're on Instagram as well, aren't you? Got a website.
Instagram. Yeah, I've got my website, Instagram, Facebook.
And I'll tell you now, there's not a better fitter in this area for me, Sam.
No,
so
thank you.
I'll be definitely coming back to you to, you know, look at the rest of my bag. We're going to get a Freewood, possibly a hybrid. I need to sort these irons out, and then we might even look at wedges. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll get you sorted.
A full bag fit.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll get it right.
Make sure you subscribe, guys. We've got some great videos coming up for you. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you in a couple of days' time.
Cheers.
Bye.